What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. Today we're out here once again on the homestead, standing out by one of our garden areas. The table I work on usually when I make my propagations for my cuttings and various seedlings and things like that. We finally got a decent rain out here, which is awesome. I wanted to make a completely honest video talking about this product right here. It's one we use. We've had really good luck with it. Good success rates here in Florida. It's not a sponsored video. Nobody sent this product to us for free or anything. It's genuinely, literally something we bought ourselves here because when you live in Florida and you try to grow your own food, eventually the bugs show up every single time, folks. It gets hot, it gets humid, we got bugs, okay? If you've ever tried gardening in Florida, especially in zone 10A, like we are, you already know what I'm talking about. The heat's intense, the humidity is intense, and the bugs are absolutely relentless. Sometimes I think the bugs grow faster than the plants down here, if we're being honest. Over time, we've honestly tried different things on the homestead. Some stuff works okay, some stuff didn't work at all. Some products honestly felt like a waste of money. But this right here, this BT, Captain Jack's, man, Captain Jack's, their products in general are just so awesome. This BT right here, fantastic. I actually specifically for my passion fruit, the caterpillars on the passion fruit, this helps with that big time. 100% success rate right here on DiamondTrail Ranch. Let me tell you about it. People are realizing, honestly, growing your own food matters. It's one of the biggest, discouraging things for beginners is bugs destroying everything you started. You get these fresh seedlings in the pots, everything starts to go. A couple months go by, you got these beautiful plants or squash, and then you got powdery mildew all over it, or bugs are eating your plants. You got a bunch of holes all over your plants, you know what I mean? So you spend all that money maybe on bags of soil, or you spend that money on those seeds, you water every single day. Boy, I'm telling you, or your chickens turn over your food. That happens to us too sometimes. Overnight, maybe that meets half your plant. Guys, that's gardening in Florida. That's gardening in zone 10A. The heat, it brings out the worst sometimes, okay? I want to explain though, BT, before we go any further, stands for Bacillus thuringiensis. I believe it's actually on here. It is, it's right here. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit to get you to see it. That's the active ingredient there, okay? Things like hornworms, cabbage worms, armyworms, caterpillar. It's the kind of pest this product really is just straight up known for helping control. Hornworms alone are enough to make somebody quit gardening. You ever walked out one morning and your tomato plant suddenly looks stripped bare overnight? Chances are you probably had hornworms. Those things are unbelievable. We had a crazy amount of tomatoes last year thanks to this product. Didn't have any issues with hornworm. I think I only actually saw one or at the most two tomatoes, and they were very, very young. That I saw kind of issues with that. What makes those even harder and crazier, though, is how hard they are to see. They blend in perfectly with tomato plants, those hornworms. Meanwhile, they're just eating your garden while you can't see them. One thing I want to say, I believe, being completely honest on this channel, this isn't some magical miracle product that means you'll never have bugs again. That's not the reality. If somebody tells you they found a perfect no-maintenance answer to gardening in Florida, they're probably trying to sell you something. Gardening is still work. You still need to inspect plants. You still need to pay attention. You still need your watering schedules. It poured here yesterday, and today, based on our address numbers, it's our watering day here for the week. That's how crazy the drought is right now. We can only water here once a week. It's insane. You still need patience. You still need sun. But this product right here has absolutely helped us, this Captain Jack's BT. You can pick it up online. I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't, great for us. I only talk about products that we actually use. I'm not going to tell you about something bad that's going to waste your time. I try not to just randomly spray everything with harsh chemicals constantly around the homestead if I don't need to. I try to go to the natural things. We have ducks running around. free range chickens, you know, the goats. Got Bean Machine down here, our feral. He's our barn kitty. You know, rabbits, dogs, you name it, pollinators, bees, butterflies, blah, blah, blah. We have it all. This property is thriving with life, and I want to keep it that way. I'd love to have more life thriving on here. So whenever possible, you know, we do a targeted approach instead of just nuking everything, okay? Obviously, do your own research, read your labels, because I'm not a scientist and I'm not giving professional agriculture advice here. I'm just telling you what has personally worked for us here on our homestead. Okay, honest, real world experience. This isn't some fake influencer, you know, stuff. I see some of these guys. I'm like, really? No, there's no pretending every product is amazing here. No pretending homesteading is easy. No pretending gardening is perfect. Just real life. I think people are honestly really craving real life right now, especially with the headlines, man. People are exhausted. I'm already seeing Florida politics getting ridiculous with some of these AI data centers and stuff. But that's a whole nother. You know, people are stressed. Honestly, I think a lot of people starting gardens not to just save money. I think it's helping to ground people overall. There's something calming about it, going outside and seeing your garden in the morning, especially after a good rain. Oh boy, the way these plants perk up and get happy and you see that new growth hit, you know, it's one thing to garden your plants. I'm sorry, it's one thing to water your plants, you know, with a hose, you know, well, whatever you have. That's another thing when that rainwater hits. I'm telling you, it hits different, and your plants know it. So I think homesteading solves all of your problems. Absolutely not. Doesn't solve all of mine. This lifestyle is exhausting as heck, man. It's expensive. It's, you know, there's heartbreak. Your animals will get sick. Your plants are going to die. Equipment's going to break. Feed cost is, you know, going up. The Florida heat tries to kill everything half the year, especially with the drought right now. But at the same time, there's purpose in all of it. I swear by that, especially for beginners. You'll see the purpose. Things like this, they help make it less frustrating, okay? You know, one bad pest outbreak can completely discourage somebody new to gardening, and I think that's sad because gardening is one of the most rewarding things people can do. And I get it. You know, you go outside and half your garden's dead or something, you know, whatever ate it or you forgot to water it or something. It gets discouraging. And actually, I think I just noticed a brand new side cutting on this other mulberry. Sorry, that was really cool. You know, even if all you have is a balcony garden, that still matters. That knowledge matters. Those skills matter. Guys, this is real world skills. Honestly, I think people learning these skills right now are going to be thankful later they did. I don't think the world's ending by any means. I'm not fear-mongering here. You know, independence matters. Knowing how to grow your own food matters. Get those cuttings, man. Gosh, I love doing cuttings. It's so cool. Know how to propagate those cuttings. Know how to preserve your food. It matters. Learn how to raise your animals on the bare minimum. Okay? Those are real-world skills. One thing I also like about BT is that it's easy to use. This stuff right here, it's very easy to use. That matters more than people think. A lot of gardening products become overwhelming for beginners. And, you know, give me one second. A lot of people are dealing with those complicated mixes, you know, or ratios where you got 50-50 water, you know, whatever, concentrates. This one here is not complicated. Sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take. It was for an appointment reminder. This, it's obvious, you know, it's a spray. You set and forget. It's ready to use right here. You just turn the nozzle. It's got different settings on the nozzle. Boom, ready to go. It's that easy. There's no complicated scheduling with it. It's straightforward. If you're trying to maintain a homestead and you got animals, kids, work, going to church, life responsibilities, and just everything in general, being simple matters, you know. Days out here, you know, when we're feeding ducks, chickens, goats, rabbits, pigs with an S, by the way, cow, dog, cat. Then you got your water, you know, you're watering your gardens, transplanting things, fixing fences. I actually got a piece of the fence over there. It's still busted down. I got to fix. That one's kind of more cosmetic per se, though. It's supporting the top, but that's a whole nother. Then you got to clean your waters, right? Then you're mowing, depending on where your free range goats are. Then you're trying to make those videos. There's always something, right? Then you got to pick the kids up. Products that are practical and easy and just honestly easy to use, they're going to become a staple in your homestead. BT right here, Captain Jack's BT, has become a staple in ours. I've had fantastic luck lately with our mulberry propagation and fig cuttings. You guys might have seen those videos. If not, I encourage you to go watch them. In our homesteading playlist, I believe they might be in our gardening as well. Once you start learning propagation, your mindset just changes completely. You know, you stop seeing plants as one plant. You start realizing one plant can become 5. 5 becomes 10. 10 becomes a hedge. Okay? That hedge, that's your food security. It's powerful, especially today. We're not fully self-sufficient by any means. I think people online fake that a lot. Nobody got time for that. Nobody's completely. There might be, you know, 1 or 2. But generally speaking, no. Every little step matters. Every fruit tree, every garden bed, every egg, every skill at the end of the day matters. Products like this can help people stay motivated enough to simply just keep going. Because trust me, guys, gardening failures can get discouraging fast, especially in Florida. You know, Florida gardening is basically survival mode sometimes. Man, if you can garden in Florida, you have a good thing going. Because when things work here, it's amazing. You know, you watch these fig cuttings root, right? Watch these mulberry cuttings explode with new growth. I'm showing you guys. I mean, I have it in all these videos, you know, just watching that citrus recover. Over on the front of the property, you can see it. Our lemons and our tangerines and stuff, and the peaches just came back. It's awesome. It's awesome. We're doing great things with gardening. I love it. It's so fun. Everybody fails gardening at some point, whether it's a plant died. Okay, guys, you know, the seedlings and thinning and things like that. You know, everybody does. I don't care how experienced somebody is. Everybody fails at some point with something in gardening. You're still going to lose a plant. You're still experimenting. You're still making your mistakes. It's part of the process. Don't let social media fool you into thinking everybody's homestead is perfect, because most of us are figuring this out as we go. You'll see, you know, what is it? BNR Homestead. He's another awesome channel. Shout out to him. You know, you'll see, he comes to mind with the different layering of fencing when you first get into homesteading, and how it advances to eventually, next thing you know, you got cattle panel and boards and posts, right? Because you're holding in cows at that point with the kind of, it's like, you know, chicken wire and those plastic meshes and things people are using. And nobody got time for that, because you're going to be spending all your time fixing it. It's all right. Most homesteads are just controlled chaos, you know. So anyway, this isn't a sponsored video. It's just my honest opinion. I'll probably keep doing more videos like this, because I think there's so many products that really came to mind. I said, you know what, this stuff can really help people. Not only can we get education out there to talk about how to do things like propagate cuttings from a tree and go from one tree to, I have 9 cuttings just right here that I did out of the blue, specifically the mulberry cuttings. I have fig and things like that going on over here too. You know, I said, why not? I said, why not also show the things that we actually use here? So that's what we're doing. Some products are worth it and some aren't, okay? I'd rather just be honest about the things we talk about. Honest reviews from actual homesteaders matter more than polished advertisements. So anyway, this stuff works in real Florida conditions, Florida bugs, that Florida chaos. You know, if it survives, honestly, it says a lot about that plant. I appreciate every single one of you guys hanging out with us here at DiamondTrail Ranch. The channel continues growing slowly but steadily, and we truly appreciate all the support. I truly mean that. And if you guys enjoy honest homestead content, gardening videos, product reviews, preparedness discussions, if you like to watch ducks, live videos of chickens and chicks, goats, gardening, fruit trees, real Florida homestead life, make sure to subscribe and join the family. And remember, even in uncertain times, keep growing something, keep learning something, keep building something, and don't lose hope. We will see you in the next one, guys. God bless. Keep the faith, and thank God.